was just testing it just to check it did before I went and made coffee. So I've just been doing nothing all morning. I don't want lamp down. It's okay. See, these are cheap ones. They're still alright. Not as good as the Kenko one, but it's still. Unless I've got more. And I'm addicted to this now as well. Having hot chocolate in coffee, so I have 2 coffees, sugar, and I always put like one of these in. So it's because I started having these sachets. These are the mint ones though, so that's why I have to put them like mint flavour hot chocolate. Doesn't sound too good. I've still got these left as well, and I've never had one. Never had one. I might actually try one. Because I know cold coffee is my thing. So how do I make it? I could make it in that as well. My Halloween cup. So I can make it in that. Okay, so pour one in. 200 ml of ice cold water and stir thoroughly. And that's it. The only thing I don't like about these cold coffees, like you can buy it and you can put, like, it's almost like Baileys, you have it on ice. But the only thing I don't like about it is that it's got no sugar in it. So I was thinking maybe I could make sugar ice cubes, like mix sugar and water together and then put it in the ice cube trays, and then put them in. I thought maybe that might work, but I'm not 100% convinced. Because maybe the sugar would just, I don't know, separate. When it got cold, it would just go back to like normal sugar. I just thought I'd make this before I sat down. So those Web3 apps, you know, there's some really cool ones. They've like got chats and everything. And like you can chat just normal chats, just about like I guess just about like the app and that. They're really cool. It's an exciting thing, you know. Okay, what do I need now? Oh no, that's the one I was going to make. I'll make that later. So yeah, I don't know how much hot chocolate I've got left. But I'm addicted to that now. To mixing hot chocolate in with coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I was thinking anyway about like songs that I haven't covered yet, because like the other night when I did that version of Polly, like I've done that song a million times, so I kind of feel like I'm just doing something just to do something. See, so there's loads of hot chocolate left, which is good. It just makes coffee so much like it's like caramel coffee, but then it's got chocolate in it as well. So good. Probably not that healthy, but what was I gonna to say? There's something I was thinking about. I had something I was thinking about, and it was really, really, like, I thought it would be a really good talking point, and I've forgotten it. Keep one of these in my cupboard now. One of these heat-treated ones, because just the million times that I've gone to make coffee and not had milk. But it was cool. It was cool seeing the. I think I know who it is as well. I think I know who it is. But that guy Dan the other day. He literally made my night, that guy. It's like he thinks he's being all like savvy and kind of like, destroying my soul, by referring to me as one of the greatest people to have lived in the 20th century, or 21st, whichever it is. But it's just like, I hadn't Googled that before. I better hide that. Don't want you to see my password. I try and keep passwords written down for as little time as possible. Like now, the two that I have for my laptop, I don't have them written down anymore. Because like once you put them incorrect, like 10 times, I get rid of them. But yeah, anyway, the song I was going to cover, I know what you've been charged for. What have I been charged for? Yeshua. Well, you're the Son of God, so of course you know. What have I been charged for? I now. What you can't even spell, brother. What are you on about, Kate? What? What are you on about, cases? What are these numbers? If I don't know the numbers, what are they? What are these numbers, Yeshua? If I had been charged with anything more serious than burglary, I would be on Wales Online. Search on Google. Okay, let's go to Google. We're right here. Will DuckDuckGo work? I think because I don't use Google, so okay, so. But this better be like an official place, like Wales Online, and not some idiot's webpage that they've just put up. Because otherwise, then it's slander, and then it's time to call the police. See, look at you muppet. How are you saying you absolute gigachud? Do you know what I mean? See, you absolute muppet. Absolute muppet. As here I am typing it in. Here I am typing it in. I know what you've been charged with. Absolute muppet. Absolute muppet. Yeshua is the Son of God. No, he's not. No, he's not. Well, come to my door. Come to my door. Why do you never, like for a year, for a whole year, I've had these things. People know where I live. It was announced where I live. Come to my door right now. Come to my door right now. You won't destroy in a fight, though. I'll chop your head off, brother. You live on my street, do you? Well, you obviously know where I live. Well, if you live on my street, come and knock my door. I'll stay on live until you do. I'm inviting you in. A one-on-one fight. Just a fair one-on-one fight. Come on, let's go. It's Paul over road. What do you mean Paul over road? There's only houses on one side. There is no other side. Over the road there's a couple of shops and then a building place. So what do you mean over road? Come now. Why not just come now? Why don't you just come now? If I'm going to look out my window, just like I was about to type in this imaginary thing that you just admitted was nonsense, like, come and knock my door. Don't tell me to look out my window. Come and knock my door. Come inside my building and knock my door. Just the same as this is bullshit you won't. I mean, absolute fucking muppet. Do you know what I mean? I need to just stop reacting to it because it's the same exact thing as it's the same exact thing as what was I saying? The trolling. People do it, and it makes you feel good about yourself, if anything. Do you know what I mean? It makes you feel good about yourself, and that's why you do it. Do you know what I mean? You think it's Paul over road. Sorry, mate, I'm terrified to have a scrap with you. You'd kill me. God, see, so you're just a troll. Twice now you've just talked absolute shit, Paul over road. So yeah, just get off my channel and don't come back, brother. Good God. Do you see that, man? Do you see that? Like, absolute idiot. I'll kill a man in a fight, though. He's a little baby. He says these things, yeah, because he feels safe. Why does he feel safe? Because these are things he wouldn't say to my face. So he feels safe. He feels like he's in a safe place. He'll be tucked up in bed. His mum's upstairs, or his mum's downstairs making him his breakfast. Do you know what I mean? He's just woke up. Jumps on my live chat to talk absolute crap. Do you know what I mean? Absolute crap. Why would I be requesting my depositions, which that's a page that's going to be on my webpage soon as well, all for South Wales Police, saying South Wales Police, I've got the download right here where I requested information about myself 7 months ago. You said that in 3 months I'll either have the information or I'll have a reason why you can't give me it. And it's now been 7 months and I've had neither. I've now tagged you, and that's another thing I wrote, because I finished my page today. Well, I added the third time that they put no views. That's what I was doing all morning. It was my web page and doing the third time. I couldn't believe they did it the second time. So it absolutely shocked me to see that they'd done it a third time. You know, and it just you wouldn't think they would do it a third time. You know, they've done it once, they've got caught. Still don't understand why they did it the one time, but then the second time, that was a shock. Then to see it a third time, and I've just added it to my web page. It's all on my web page, but I'm only going to be having one page on my web page about social media censorship, because I don't want 2 or 3 pages on it, because then I'm not letting Google ruin my web page as well. My web page is a music blog. Do you know what I mean? I'm soon going to be moved far away from here. We're Paul over the road. You know what I mean? Absolute muppet. I'd kill a man in a fight, though. Come and knock my door. Don't say it. Come and knock my door. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing I don't understand. They say it, but then they never do anything. They never do anything. That's because it's trolling. They feel a sense of security. You know, they feel safe and secure where they're nowhere near me. But if he was here, he wouldn't have said any of that. He wouldn't have said a thing. He wouldn't have said a thing. For people that have ever been in a situation where there's real criminals, real criminals, you learn pretty quickly that they're all mouth, they'll all shout everything. The second you challenge them back, the next day they're like, "Oh, I was only joking, bro. I was only joking." That's happened about 10 times. That's what about 10 times over. The second you do challenge them, "Oh, it was just a joke, bro. It was just a joke." See, he was a baby as well. He's probably about 21 years old. It's probably my ex's younger brother, not the child rapist, the one who's younger than him. It's probably him or one of his friends. So soon, anyway, soon I'm going to be moved away, and I'll finally have a real house. I'm going to spend all my time making my studio / chill room, where it's going to have a sofa. It's going to have a little bit. I'm going to have I'll have alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol. I'll have Baileys because I like Baileys. But aside from that, it's just going to be a chill zone. Do you know what I mean? For half of it. The other half's going to have like a desk, and it's going to have my laptop. It's going to have external monitors, studio monitor speakers. I'll even get some of those soundproofing things. Do you know what I mean? But I won't need them because it'll be a house. You know, you need them in like a place like this because obviously there's neighbors and things, but I won't have neighbors, so I can play my music as loud as I want. And none of these Muppets will know where I live. And but that's the thing. And that's the thing that like this Muppet just now, yeah. I don't even know what he looks like. So like if I could walk past him in the street, I wouldn't even know what he looks like. And that's another advantage to it. If he knew that I knew what his face was, he wouldn't say these things either, just in case I bump into him, because he knows I'd rip his head off. Yeah, so it's the split second. Yeah, I see him, I jump on him, and he knows I don't know what he looks like. So they hide behind this anonymity. They're bulletproof behind this anonymity. They're literally bulletproof. Because how can you shoot somebody when you don't even know what they look like? You can't, can you? You can't do anything. So they're literally bulletproof. So don't come on my live saying things. You know where my door is. Come and knock on my door and say it to my face. Don't. And what was that? That you mentioned these stupid numbers, which I started typing in, and it's like, and then he's like, oh, just joking, bro, just joking, because he would have seen that I would have typed them in and nothing at all would come up. I know what your case is. What's my case? God, absolute muppet. Google me all day long. Google my name all day long. And plus, if I would be on Wales Online, yeah, anybody who's been charged with anything more serious than burglary, more serious than let's go on Wales Online right now. Let's go on Wales Online right now, right this second, yeah? And we'll see who's been in court. Let's pick a day, right? Okay, what year is it? Okay, it's 2025, right? Just off the top of my head, we'll take 2022, March 2022, right? Let's see who is in court in the month of March 2022. Anyone else got a suggestion that's better than March 2022, or you think would be more applicable? Tell me what it is, and we'll look together and we'll see who is in court that month for something more serious than burglary, because they'll have their name, they'll have their crime, and it will have everything. So I've picked March 2022, but we can pick anything else. March 2024 if you want. You can pick this month if you'd like. There we go. Here we go. So we typed in March 2022. Locked up, and this is from April the 4th, 2022. We picked March. This is now April 4th. So they're obviously releasing the ones from the month before, which was, as I said, March 2022. Well, in March. We can pick any month. The criminals justice caught up with in March, and what happened to them? So, like, if it's something like shoplifting, you're not going to be on here, because otherwise we'd have Wales Online. They'd need about 1,000 staff members just for this, and they would need literally like a whole web page devoted just per month, like, you know. So it's anything. They include a smirking teenage killer and a man who murdered his wife in her bed. Okay, rest in peace to both the victims. Okay, so the criminals locked up in March. Here we are. These guys, Jason Edwards. These guys. Some of you might know. I don't know if you know, but you might know them. You'd be surprised. A pensioner who brutally murdered his wife in her own bed is now behind bars for at least 2 decades. Jeez. I remember that story. He had 2 knives. He went up and he had 2 knives. And he killed her. And I remember he was saying that he had, she didn't win. Because she was trying to get him to sign this document, which would give her all of the money. So he got 2 knives and he killed her, and then he rang the police to tell them he'd done it. Anyway, who's next? Lee Whitlock. What's he done? He's a killer as well. See, so a lot of these are killers, but yeah, like killed his close friend. He strangled his mum. Okay, a lot of these are killers. No, I don't want to put a shirt on. I'm in my own flat, brother, and it's 23.7 degrees in here. So if anything, it's either open a window, but I don't fancy opening a window. I'd rather just sit, because I'm sitting in my own bed. I'd rather just sit with my top off. Plus, I don't look that bad, and I've got nice tattoos as well, so I don't look too bad. So, if it offends you, you obviously don't want to read Men's Health magazine, or you don't want to see Ben Shepherd because they showed you him on the front of the magazine. And if you're offended, just leave. Just leave. I'll kick you out. And it must mean that you're a closet homosexual. So you might want to be honest about that. Maybe I was making him crave. I was making him crave sex with a man or something. Because most people wouldn't be offended by it. You know, they go to the beach and there's no problem. Well, I'm sitting in my own bed. I've got socks on. I've got boxers on. I've got nice boxers on as well. Do you want me to show them off? So there we go. This guy stabbed his friend, stabbed his partner. A drug dealer. So this guy was just dealing drugs. So this is the first one we've seen who is not a killer. So sending the dealer to prison, the judge told him that those who came to Swansea to sell drugs must expect a long stay in the city when they were caught. So there we go. There's the first one we've seen that's not related to a killing. He was cleared of the murder, but stole an Amazon delivery van and swiped alcohol from a supermarket. Clinton Sims, the cannabis dealer. His life turned to tragedy after his father was brutally murdered. Rest in peace to his dad. He was caught by police after trying to escape on an electric bike. So he went to prison. So this is the guys who had murdered his father got a life imprisonment, obviously. But this guy who was just dealing cannabis and then ran away from police and was found in possession of cannabis. So there we go, a cannabis dealer. So not really. That's a lot of people wouldn't even call it a crime. Dealing cannabis, a lot of people wouldn't even call that a crime. This guy was selling crack cocaine. I'm just going to go down it quickly because it's just silly now. Okay, this person from Cardiff. Wow, same place as me. Tried to rob a man at knife point. Heroin dealer. Okay, so another person who's not in for murder. Couple kicked, punched, and butted. I don't know what butted means. Head-butted, maybe? Head-butted a woman outside their flat. Okay, so there's two people for grievous bodily harm. It's funny, I haven't had any knocks at my door from Paul over the road when there is no over the road. This is a builder, savagely attacked. Okay, he came flying towards his partner and savagely attacked her in view of their children. So actual bodily harm. Actual ABH is a serious crime, but it's not murder. You know, it's like I said, it's anything more serious than burglary. And we can just go down, we can go down, we can go down. And you can type this in for any month you want. And they will be here. So this is 2022, March 2022. If you want to look at any other months, you know, if somebody has been in trouble for anything more serious than burglary, they will be on here. I mean, let's just pick any number. What's the last number there? 6. Okay, so 6 months on from March is what? April, May, June, July, or September. Okay, so we'll pick September. Just gonna making it random. I'll make it 2023. No, I'll make it 2021. Wales Online. Let's see who was in court in that month. Maybe it was me. I think this was COVID time. That's why it's like this. The courts were shut, weren't they? So that's why. Okay, so let's make it 2023 then, because the courts were shut for a long time. That's why it's saying they're not there. Oh, I didn't type in court. That's why. It probably would have worked because I didn't type in court. Okay, court news for Wales. Cardiff Crown Court news locked up. So this is August 31st, 2024. Here are the criminals locked up. Oh, that sounds a bit recent. What did I type in? 2023. God, I don't know why it's giving me that. Hang on. Just click it anyway. August 31st, 2024. So there's the criminals locked up. So it has it for every single month. You can go through every single month. Every single month, Wales Online puts in there are more than 40 criminals in this list who are now behind bars for crimes committed. So, and it goes from this guy had a vicious temper, climbed on top of his partner and throttled and suffocated her during a row. Who else? This idiot kicked and punched a pub goer in a fatal attack. See, a lot of them are fatal, so they obviously put those ones first, then they go on to the less serious ones. This guy posted on social media about taking part in a riot. So he incited a riot. So this guy got in trouble for words that he wrote online. And he pled guilty. This guy punched a woman in the face, put her in a headlock, and pushed her off a first floor balcony. Jeez. This woman this is the first woman I think we've seen. This woman had a court order prohibiting her from using threatening or abusive language. Was jailed or she swore at staff. The 42-year-old told staff they couldn't effing tell me what to do and that it was effing ridiculous when they told her they could not serve her because she was intoxicated, slurring her words and unsteady on her feet. So she went to prison for being too drunk and swearing. This guy jailed for strangling a female police officer who went to do a house check and he got 10 months. This guy in his 60s messaged what he believed was a 12-year-old schoolgirl and asked her to masturbate herself and send photographs to him. Jesus. See, that's what you call a wrong un. He won't be on general population. He'll be over on the non-swing. Nonce means not on normal courtyard exercise. It's an old term, and it's because if they did, they would be killed. That's the reason why. So they have like two separate prisons. One for the nonces and one for the normal people. He was part of an organized crime group carrying out threats. Okay, so you can go on and on and on and on. I don't really feel like going on and on and on forever. Another woman. She's a prison officer who was offered thousands. You see prison officers in here all the time. They're either sleeping with the prisoners, getting drugs for the prisoners. What did she do? She was caught with a stash of drugs and mobiles concealed in orange juice cartons when police swooped on her car outside HMP Park in Bridgend. I guarantee you she didn't go to prison. Oh, no, she was. She did. Because normally they never go to prison for some reason. She did. She got jailed for 6 years. So, okay, cool. Because it's like, you always see it and they always get it suspended. Yeah, shagging a prisoner, and they get a suspended sentence. You know what I mean? So it's just so this guy, disqualified driver, led police on a 100-mile police chase, and he's in here. Cocaine dealing cousins, they're in here. So where am I? That's the thing I can't understand is where am I? He sexually assaulted a 16-year-old girl on the street. Jesus, man, what's wrong with him? Look at him, he even looks like a creep. Like, come on, can't you go for a girl your own age, man? Drug dealer was buying significant quantities of coke. It was known to his contacts as Jesus or Jesus. One of the two. Probably Jesus if it's Spanish. Two Asian guys are dealing cocaine. 32-year-old man, jail for 6 years, sex assaulting a young girl. Cocaine dealer with a knife. Oh, he looks about 10 years old. Controlling partner threatened to kill his girlfriend and her unborn child after a months-long campaign of coercive behavior. Lewis, 20, dictated many aspects. Oh, they're 4-month relationships, only 4 months. Jeez. On Christmas 2023, went to bed and texted, "Get upstairs now. If you don't, you'll be sorry." That's a blatant threat. Undercover police officer surprised a cocaine dealer. Cardiff Crown Court as well. 25-year-old defendant. So anyway, it's pretty boring stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's just, and you look at them all, none of them look like winners in life, do they? Do you know what I mean? None of them are doing anything aside crime. It's like most of them are like career criminals, you know. They call it the revolving door. They're in and then they're out, and they're in, then they're out, and they're in, then they're out, and they're in and out. You know what I mean? It's like if you go, the second you get out, you don't hang around with the same people. You don't carry on doing the same things. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, any month you want, Wales Online, they'll have it. Just type in the month, the year, and go crazy. Because this guy, he just named like some absolute stupid numbers, and I'm like, I've never seen numbers like that for a court case before. I was like, so I mean, it's really bizarre. Like I've never seen numbers like that for a court case. That's why I was so confused. I was like, it just seemed like the strangest thing to use some of these numbers. You know what I mean? Why not just say? And plus, you never even said anything. Anyway, literally, that's the thing. Is you what was it saying on my post the other day? Don't let it get to you. Do you know what I mean? Like the trolling, because that's what they want. They want to see it affect you. And like the other guy the other day, it started to affect him. When I started reading out why do people troll, it started getting to him. So much so that he put an emoji, and then he's like, "Just a joke, bruv. Don't take things so serious." Well, how can it be a joke if I don't even know what the joke is? You know what I mean? It's not a joke then, is it? It's just you coming on trolling. It's not a joke. It's just pathetic. You know, go and get on with your life. That's what I don't understand. It's like, go and get on with your life. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting on with my life. I don't come on these people's. If that guy Paul from over the road, even though there is no over the road, if he had a live, I wouldn't come on his live. I wouldn't come on his live. I would not come on his live. I would leave him live his life in peace, knowing that if he did go to prison for something, he's done his time. And he's now free. I wouldn't stalk him, because that's what that is. Coming on, because he came on within a split second and said that, which means he's stalking, because it means that he's subscribed to me, so he knows that exactly when I go live, he'll jump on, and that's exactly what he did. Yeshua, the Son of God. So as soon as I went live, it would have come up on his screen, and he's jumped on, and that's that. That's what's happened. And someone else telling me to put a shirt on. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. You don't pay me money. If I want to show my tattoos off and show that I've gymmed hard in my life, then I'll do that. I'm not like it's my life. I'm allowed to do what I'd like to do in my life, and it's part of a persona. From playing guitar, and the tattoos were all part of that. And then I stopped getting tattoos because I got sidetracked. I had my last 2 tattoos, and then all hell broke loose, and I spent 2 years pretty much just doing nothing except trying to kind of like fight all these like people that were trying to like hack my Wi-Fi, hack my cameras, hack my laptop. Just a total wastage. My lips are so dry from my ADD meds. So dry. See, I thought I was going to sell this guitar. I thought because I don't play it, I play my black one that's up there with the camel strap on. I thought I'll sell this one. I'm going to sell it because it's a £790 guitar. I'll easily get 500 for it, and then I'll get a bass because I really want a bass, you know. But I don't want like a cheap £100 bass. I want like a good bass, you know. Just like that's a great guitar. It's like this is a great guitar, a great bass, you know, one that will last you a lifetime. So, and I don't want to get a Fender either. I don't want to get a Fender Pete bass, precision bass, and I don't want to get a Fender jazz bass. I don't want a Fender. You know, Fenders the '60s. Their guitars are amazing, but I think their basses, you know, they had their time in the sun, and now it's all past. You know, I'm gonna click off this Wales Online shit, man. I hate it. What I was looking up here was my laptop RAM upgrades, and then these videos showing you how it's a guide. They're all on YouTube. HV RAM upgrade guide, and it's got my exact model number of laptop, and it shows you exactly how to get the bottom off, exactly how to put the new memory, the new RAM in. So I'm going to upgrade it from 4 gigabytes of RAM to 16 gigabytes. Because that means my Linux Ubuntu Studio will be like shit hot. But what I need to be doing is what I've not been doing. I was doing it for a while. Like, I came off, or I stopped doing lives, and I like doing lives because it's therapy for me. I should be doing them more equal though. I should be doing like because I'm on lots of different of the Web3 things now, so I should be doing them equally. You know, there's that D Live, which means you've got D Tube, you've got D Live. D Tube is decentralized tube, so that is actually taken over. That's taken over YouTube. Like that, well, it's not taken over YouTube, nowhere near, but it's doing well compared to like D Live. That's not doing that great. It's doing great. It's got loads of like thousands of people on there, but it's not doing great in terms of like YouTube great. And it'll be a long time before these places do. But like, I'm getting my capture card this week. I'm getting my webcam, so that means I'll be able to go live from my laptop um, instead of going live on a phone. Because I have a good camera instead of the one that came with it, which is really not that great. But yeah, no. After playing with this guitar the other day, I realized how good the pickups are and how much I actually like this front pickup. But yeah, I did because I covered Polly, but then I was thinking to myself, one song I did when I wasn't using YouTube because I stopped using it for a while. My lips are so dry, it's crazy. One was Ash, Girl from Mars, and I did it for my webpage, but I never did it for YouTube. So that's what I thought I'll do tonight. I'll do that tonight. That'll give me something to do today. You know, so I spent the morning finishing up that really harrowing page on social media censorship. Sadly, I have to do it because I'm going to write a thing at the top saying this is a music web page, but I'm not going to continue to be pushed around on social media platforms for a political agenda. Um, I, and state that whenever I go on social media, I have a very cheap third party screen recorder which records the screen. I always make sure I have that turned on before I go on anything even related to social media. So it's kind of like a police body cam. It's like you can then back yourself up. And because that's now it's ridiculous now. I mean, it's all centralized places, but it's ridiculous. Even Tumblr, which is going to be one of the first places to go when decentralized takes over. When Web3 takes over, one of the very first places to go will be Tumblr. You know, Tumblr will be out of business in a week. I can see Google. They're probably going to adapt and do something with Web3 themselves. That's what they'll do. I know they will because they're a clever company. Say Meta, probably the same. But you know, Tumblr just doesn't have, it's got 8,000 subscribers on YouTube, so it's not really. It's not really going to do it. But that's another thing. Is like that guy told me to put a top on. Would you have said the same thing to Chris Cornell? Or would you said the same thing to Chester Bennington? I'm boiling hot, and I'm feeling boiling hot because it's 23.7 degrees in here. It's 23.7 degrees. So it's really warm in here. And there's no windows open. So I should actually open a window, but when you open a window then you get the chill, so I'd rather just have my top off. And luckily I don't look unappealing. I'm not super hot or anything, but I look like a normal guy. So, and I've got my body out, which I didn't get to hide. You don't get tattoos to hide away. You get them. All mine are song lyrics as well. They're all song lyrics. So that's another thing. It's all part of my music page, and it's only guys that ever complain. The girls all say I'm hot, and then cause I had about 4 girls say I was hot when I had my Instagram. And she said, "What did she say?" The last one said, "You've paid to advertise this, so I feel it is my duty to tell you you're really hot." That's what she said. And like it just like it shows. She probably wouldn't have said that if I didn't have the tattoos. But if you look at Chester Bennington, he was covered. His torso was covered in tattoos. His body, and that's why he'd go on stage topless all of the time. Chris Cornell, Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop didn't even own a T-shirt. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, Anthony Kiedis, John Frusciante. So you've got people telling me to put on a top when they don't. You see, message redacted. I can still read that because I screen record. And it's silly. Why redact it? Why not say it and stand on it? Why not say it and stand on it? Why say it and then run away? There's only 2 people here. So it really just shows how stupid you are. Hang on. So Tim Blake, he said hi. Hello to him if he's. I should have said hi to him, but I didn't see it at the time. 18 years ago, 2 subscribers. That's fine. It's cool. But the guy saying, put a shirt on, dude. See, it says message retracted there, but then it's not showed up on here. The exact same messages, but yet that one at the bottom there, shell shock, message retracted, that's not shown up here. This one's got, yes, you're the Son of God, there, yeah. The Masters of War was hidden, yeah, it's got that, and then it stops. That one's got 2. You got one by Hazy. What do you mean by that? A guitar. If it's a guitar, I haven't heard of the band. See, why did that guy... See, your comment showed up, Emmanuel, but the comment before by Shell Shock, it didn't show up. So why did Shell Shock's comment not show up on this phone, which is a Splunk phone, and yet it did show up on that one, which is not a Splunk phone? I know what I need to do. If you want to visit my webpage, you can watch me all day. Because a lot of the time I just sit and chat. I've got my laptop here, so I was looking at increasing the memory, the random access memory for my laptop, just because I'm now running Linux Ubuntu Studio. Can I play the days? No, I can't. I can play guitar. I just can't play the days. If they're a band, I've never heard of them. Do you have a channel? You should come. You should post some of your things, man. 7 months ago, you only just found out about YouTube, huh? You should post some of your things. This is not my normal guitar. This is just one that I've started playing because it sounds so good with the humbucker, and I think the reason is because the humbucker isn't covered. Because this guitar, which is my normal favourite guitar, because it's got a matching black headstock, so it's obviously real Fender, Stratocaster. So it's got a cover over the humbucker, and that one doesn't have a cover over the humbucker, and that one sounds so much better. But then this is easier to play. I mean, I saw on my webpage earlier that they've taken away, either they've taken it away or I've deleted the video to Celebrity Skin. I might have taken it off. I've actually got my amp right here, and it's on. I thought I was going to have to get up and turn it on. I don't have to. It's on. So if you hold on 1 second, you can hear the song with some real distortion. Because I've got the pedals I've got here. I've got like the MD200, which thankfully still has the cable in it, so I don't have to bend over the bed and get it. And I've got the Super Overdrive, and then I've got just a phaser. I've got about 20 pedals down there in my pedal board cases. But I'm going to this pedal because it's the Wazacraft one from Japan. I have to figure out how to get it there. But how did it just make that noise? Where's the hold on? Oh, I had to have done that, didn't I? Cool, I got it. I saved it. See, I sit on my bed and just do it, and I should I never used to because I own this flat, and the room through there was meant to be my music room. But a load of shit started in my life. Sadly. Oh, there's my graphene phone. Is it still charging though? No, it's not. I need to charge this. I need to swap it for this one. See, this is the phone I record on. So I've got graphene operating system on it as well, which is the best operating system because it can't be hacked. You cannot hack graphene operating system. If you know what apps the person's using, you might be able to, but then you can't really because of storage scopes. So you can't. Storage scopes means like I can tell Instagram will think that they have access to all of my photos, but they don't. They only have access to what I've allowed them access to, storage scopes, and this is really cool as well if you haven't seen it. See that? It's the fret wrap. It's actually camouflage. You can't really tell though, because they've obviously had it like a Swiss roll and just cut it up. And I've got the part. You can see. I can see the green and everything, but it's not like this. It's not like the strap, So I'm going to get a new one of these as well. I'm always constantly buying the same strap again and again and again and again. I don't know why. Oh, just because I try washing them and they don't come out looking that great. See, why is it saying welcome to live chat again? That's so strange. Someone made a comment there, yeah, that guy's shell shock, and then he retracted it. But that comment did not show up on this phone. Every single other comment that was made on there showed up on this phone, except for that one comment by shell shock. So I'm obviously gonna block him because he's redacted his comment. I mean, if you're gonna make a comment, stand on it. You know, join 3 months ago. So it's, do you know what I mean? It's absolutely pathetic. And plus, you've gone really quiet as well. So you're the same. It's just, it points out the people you don't want on your channel. You know, I'd rather have. It's great when they make comments, like, especially when they redact it, because A, I don't see the comment, and B, it identifies them as someone that you wouldn't want on your channel anyway. I don't want people redacting, but anyway, this is not what I use now. Like, to go, I don't go live on here anymore. Like, I go live on here, but not for chat. I go on Discord. I've got Discord now. I've got a really cool bunch of people on Discord. But I keep that under wraps, you know, because I don't want that being spoiled. But I've got a load of cool people on Discord, you know, which again I just use on the browser. I don't use it. I don't have the app, because if you have the app, they use the app measurement thing, don't they? But yeah, what I was going to say was that I kind of took. See, here's my laptop, which has got. I put Linux Ubuntu Studio. If it even turns, it's not turning. I put Linux Ubuntu. Oh, it's also my password, but it's Linux Ubuntu Studio. So it's like the best for making music. It comes with 70 different programs for making making music. Like, it comes with beat synthesizers. Like, even though I've already got one of them in pedal form, I've got the RC5 loop station, which has a rhythm section. But it comes with like a beat machine, a drum machine. It comes with like synthesizers, MIDI, like on-screen MIDI keyboards. It's anything you can think of. Like, especially for making electronic music, it's got it. It comes with it, and then it comes with because I was going to go on Cubes. I was going to go on Cubes because that's what Edward Snowden uses, which is why I use Graphene operating system, because Edward Snowden uses it. You know, duress password, etc. But then, so he uses Cubes, and it was like but it just looked so boring. Cubes did. It looked like something a cybersecurity guy would want, not something someone who's into music would want. So I wanted Ubuntu Studio, you know, which is made for people that do videography, photography, and obviously making music. And mainly it's for making music, but it does those other things too. So anyway, I install it, and the first thing it asks me is, do you want to encrypt your hard drive? Oh my god! Of course I do. I thought that's incredible. Like it literally. So now I have to enter to get on my laptop. You have to enter two passwords, one to unencrypt the drive, and then two to get on. And then you can also make encrypted. They call them vaults, but encrypted like folders. You know. And if you forget the password, it's gone. You'll never get back. You'll never get the whatever's in there back. But I haven't had to use anything like that yet. I've got my little USB-C to USB-A key, which is really cool because I can record a video on the good Pixel phone, and then I can just have it on my laptop in 2 minutes and upload it then, you know. So, but that was so funny, honestly. That guy who came on at first, oh. So it's like he's thinking I'm gonna. I don't really understand what he was thinking. Like naming these numbers which have no meaning at all, which he knew at the time when he said it that they had no meaning at all. What does he think I'm going to do? Go, oh my god, and go off? No, I went straight on and said, right, let's find it because I know there's nothing there. So let's go and find this thing that's definitely not there. And then because he knows he's going to look stupid, he says that, and he tries to then make it look like I'm an idiot. No, I'm just trying to show that you're talking out your ass. And then he's saying he's Paul from across the road. I'm like, there is no across the road. There's nothing across there. There's factories. So what do you mean, Paul from across the road? Which factory do you work in? But yeah, just absolutely ridiculous, muppet. Like, and it's just, but that's the thing. Don't let it get to you, because that's what it said. It said here, yeah. It said here. So I'm going to read this to just because it. Well, actually, you can go and read it. Oh, my website's looking better now. I had because I made a post the other day, and 15 people viewed it, and no, 14 people viewed it, and 12 people liked it. So I thought that 12 people who don't work for Google liked it, and 2 people who do work for Google didn't like it. Because I just don't understand this whole YouTube thing. I just don't understand it. They can clearly see I'm the one that's constant. Why is it saying there's nobody in the room? I'm in the room. See, so you've just proven you're corrupt again. Just proven you're corrupt again. It says there's 0 people in the room. There. I don't know how it says 0. See, 0. So even when there is somebody in the room, on mine it says 0. And I've just got that. See, so like I said, it's emotional because it's like it's absolutely ridiculous. That absolutely ridiculous. And plus, why did the comment not show up? Why did the comment not show up when it's showing up here? Why is the comment not showing up? Why is the comment not showing up? Why is the comment not showing up? I didn't delete them, so who deleted them? Screen recording? Yeah, I don't know how your comments vanished. She's a real person as well. You think she's not a real person? She's a real person. It's just someone I don't know anymore. So yeah, her comment's not showing up. That's funny, isn't it? That's funny. So you've got it showing there's one person in the room. How am I standing up now in my live? How am I standing up walking around? I'm sat down on my bed. I haven't moved in the last 10 minutes. And it says this is my live. It's got me moving around. God, you make me. Well, I just don't understand why you do it. Like YouTube, why do you do it? So look, there we go. There's live. So I click on the live. So it should show me here sitting in my bed. Oh, there we go. Here we are on my bed. Where's the comments that were made? Where's the comments that were made? Because she's saying, how does it show 0 when I'm in the room? I don't know how it shows 0 when you're in the room. But it said there was 0 people in the room. What are some of those betting on here? Yeah, see, this just makes me want to now go and add more to that page, and then in the afternoon, to de-stress, there we go. I'm back up and moving around again in my own life. When I'm not, I'm sat down, and that's me showing coffee at the start. This is not now, but yeah, this is me clicking live. So I click on live. Okay, so there we go. I'm sat down now, right? So I shouldn't be standing up anytime soon. But watch, I'll be standing up in a minute. Okay, so I'll just put the phone down. I'm not touching it. Wow, I just don't understand why. I just don't understand why. Why? What's the purpose to it all? What's the purpose to the corruption? Like, what's the purpose? Who does it? It doesn't benefit me, obviously. How does it benefit anybody? I don't understand how it benefits anybody because it gets me writing about you and showing it. I don't say things. I show them. I only show them. If I can't show it, I won't say it. So who does it benefit? I just don't understand who it benefits. All the corruption. And why did her comments not show up at all? And why did comment from Shell Shock? Well, I never hit that. Okay, I did hide it. But Shell Shock was hidden by Music Against Hate. Well, his comment never even showed up on here. I want to leave this as a live. Well, it's screen recorded anyway, but I want to leave this as a live that's kept up, just to show what happened at the start, and just to show the fact that it's saying 0 when no, there was someone who never left the room, and yet it's saying 0. And YouTube, they always think I'm not like that's the reason I do that, and you shouldn't have to do that. No other creators do that. Have a phone on with their own live on it. No other creators do that because no other creators think YouTube are going to be fixing the numbers. But yeah, but when you've seen it, you know it's going to happen. So anyway, I'm going because I want to save this one. So I've got the screen recording for if you don't, but then so it's all good. I want to save this one.